You are magnetic. You are an undeniable star. All eyes are on you. Wherever you go, you turn heads. Some of you are oblivious to this fact. Others of you are aware of this fact, but you don't use this quality for the bad. People often try and work you out. You know, you have many people wanting to learn you, wanting to understand you, wanting to maybe embody your attributes and traits. You may have found that some people have also tried to humble you. Okay, these individuals could have been past partners. When they dated you, they may have felt like they didn't match up to your qualities. They may have felt inadequate to you. So they may have tried to make you downplay your attributes. They may have withheld from compliments. They may have shut you down, tried to isolate you from, networking with other people, going out with your friends. There was a fear. There was a fear of what you would do with this light, and because of this insecurity that you may have triggered in others, especially ex-partners who have tried to humble you, they almost punished you for your light. And their actions led to them feeling heartbroken, because in the end, they ended up losing some of you. For some of you, they ended up sabotaging the connection themselves. For others of you, you couldn't take it anymore and you left the connection. Either way, these individuals from your past, ex-partners that mistreated you due to your light, your power, your warmth, your grace, ended up feeling heartbroken because you brought a lot of love into their life. And for some of you, they wanted this love for themselves. They wanted your energy for themselves. And when they saw you growing in confidence, when they saw that you were pouring into yourself and that you were detaching, that you were becoming more independent as opposed to codependent, they became very aggressive in their pursuit of harnessing your energy for themselves. Many people feel as if you are very detached. Many people feel like you're hard to access. Many people want to actually converse with you, befriend you, make an acquaintance with you. And you are the type of person that wherever you go, you're able to connect with a lot of different people. You are a great conversationalist and many people want to collaborate with you. Many people admire your strength. Many people admire the fact that you are very body positive. You embrace your body regardless of your shape, and you inspire others to embrace their body also. You bring a lot of love, you bring a lot of light. You are very powerful, you're very determined, you are viewed as a leader. Highly independent and original. People do see you as someone that they can't quite access or they can't quite grasp, like they don't know what you're going to do next. You shock a lot of people. You are very interesting, extremely exciting, and you can come across as intimidating. Some people that do actually find you attractive, they will never say so. This could be, unfortunately, the downsides of having this type of energy, because you can indeed intimidate others that could potentially be a match, but because of their insecurities, because of them feeling like they are inadequate in some way, they will hold back. And some of you will never know how someone truly felt about you. It's almost as if these individuals sabotage the potential of connecting with you. They may feel like someone like you will get a lot of attention. And if they were to date you, other people may feel like, how did you get him? How did you get her? They may compare themselves to you, compare themselves to your energy, your personality, your looks, and they just talk themselves out of making a move towards you. You are so highly intelligent. You're very balanced, very mentally balanced as well. And people enjoy conversing with you. People can enjoy trying to pick your brain, but even when they do so, they feel like they still need to learn more from you. You have a lot of knowledge. You can speak about different topics and you can connect with different people. from all walks of life, and people find you to be very engaging. You know, people find you to be someone that can connect to the heart of them in some regards. You're able to penetrate to what they really want to convey, even if they can't find the words. And when you leave an individual, they always remember, about to say memorize, they always, yeah, in some cases memorize what you said to them. You know, you make people feel good. You may say words of wisdom. You give people wisdom as well. People enjoy going out with you. So you could be that friend or that cousin or that sibling that knows how to have a good time. You know, some of you could dance. Some of you are so high vibrational that you just spread love wherever you go. If you are in a marriage, your partner feels as if you are their best friend. You know, they feel like they've been blessed by spirit to have encountered someone like you. And for some of you, if you are single, you may find that when you date your partner for maybe, say, a few months or even a year, they want to marry you. Some of you have gotten married very quickly because whoever you end up marrying, they realize very early on within that connection that you are someone special. Now, everyone is special, but with your specific energy, you have that ability to become a partner, a friend, a lover, a family member, all in one, a teacher, a healer even. And they know that you are different from previous partners. And if they do not take you seriously, someone else will benefit from your beauty, from your qualities. And when I say beauty, I mean your inner beauty, because what you possess, my darling, is dripped with so much richness, right? That money literally cannot buy. Okay. And you'll find that partners quickly commit to you, especially those that may say like, I don't want a relationship, or I'm not looking for anything serious, whether they say that in words or whether they act as if they don't want nothing, you know, too permanent. Once they get an inch of who you are as a person, they start falling in love. Once they allow themselves to actually embrace a connection with you, they want to commit to you. Okay, you have that type of energy whereby you could actually get people trying to compete with you a lot. You know, it's happened to all of us. But I feel like with your specific energy, your light, your confidence, your personality type, your beauty, inner and outward beauty, you do get people that may try and ice you out, unfortunately. You may get people that try to be third parties in your friendships, your relationships, even in family dynamics, because you are viewed very highly, you stand out, and your energy is very infectious, you're very magnetic. So you may find that people put themselves in one-sided beasts with you, you know, because they feel like, okay, if I compete with yourself, my dear viewer, and people gravitate towards me more, people like me more, then that means that I'm better than yourself, my dear viewer. Or if you're in a relationship, you may get people trying to be third parties, trying to either, you know, flirt with you, but more so try and flirt with your partner to try and deter your partner away from you, because they are threatened by what you stand for. And they feel to themselves that they too need to humble you. So if they are able to lure a potential partner or a specific partner away from you, then they've beaten you in some way. You are not all that. You are not who everyone thinks you are. You are not who you say who you are. So unfortunately, you can come across a lot of people who have tried to snatch and take things away from you due to them not doing the inner work within themselves, because you do trigger a lot of people. You do trigger a lot of people to be confident. You do inspire a lot of people, but you do trigger people's insecurities, especially if they haven't done the work on themselves, because they feel as if you should be in the public eye. Some of you are in the public eye, even if you're not, you know, in the public eye, say on TV or on social media. You are very popular amongst your peers, in your family. You know, maybe siblings may have felt like growing up you were treated differently. Wherever you go, maybe you were popular at school. For some of you, you were not popular at school. You were not popular within your family. You were not popular at work, or whatever the case is. Or some of you were not popular when you were younger, but people could sense that there was something different about you, and you may have came into your own as you grew older. You know, you may have expressed yourself more, so you then became even more popular, maybe at work, maybe for your work, and people can sense this. Even if people don't know what you do exactly, people are aware that there's something different about you, and you stand apart from the rest. So many people, unfortunately, may try and withhold things from you. I'm also picking up that some people may try and hold inheritance from you because they fear that, oh, if you get this money, for some of you, this is very specific for some of you, not for all of you, right? But if you get this money, then you're going to create, you know, so much with it. Even if you're entitled to something, you may have felt like it was taken away from you, it was sabotaged. You know, you may have felt like, you know, siblings, friends, they were always competing with you. When you look back, you feel like, okay, it was always a competition. You may have felt like you always had to fight. Why did you always have to fight? Because people were in fear of who you are. People were in fear of whether or not you would actually be able to understand that you are powerful. So people try to sabotage certain situations, certain opportunities away from you because they felt like you had it all. But if you just get this one thing, whatever this one thing is, if you just get this marriage, if you get this degree, if you get this house, if you get this person, if you get this job opportunity, this role, whatever it is, then you'll be living the dream, not realizing that you could be going through your own trials and tribulations behind closed doors. But people do view you highly. And unfortunately, because people do view you highly, it brings up a lot within people, and it brings out sides to people that you may not understand, right? Because you are seen as an empress, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, you are able to balance out your masculine sides and your feminine qualities. You give love, you radiate a lot of peace, you radiate a lot of nurturing, joy, abundance. You are a creative. Some of you actually do create with your hands. You know, some of you could be bakers, some of you could be great cooks, some of you could be artists, some of you could be candle makers, some of you could be you can make creams, you can make oils, you can do hair, you can do nails. You're good at, you know, beautifying people. And this is a gift, right? Some of you can sing, some of you are mothers, some of you are fathers, and you are very healing. And many people feel like, not all, but some people feel like they have to stop you, they have to block you. How can someone have so much great qualities? And sometimes you are placed into individuals' lives to help them to tap into their great qualities. And if a person is not healed enough, what can then happen is they can try and rival you. They can try and sabotage you and stop and block you. But Spirit is saying you are destined for abundance. You are destined for a happy family life. You know, you have so much to give to the world, so much that you give to your family. You know, you want to actually spread joy and spread love onto others. And even if people do try and sabotage you, keep glowing, keep growing, keep pouring into yourself, you know, because you generally spread love. You give love and you receive love. And even if you do have individuals that try and make you feel as if you're non-deserving of the best that life has to offer, you have to continue to be the best within your own life. You have to continue to heal. Do not give up on your healing. Use these people as an example to see what it looks like to not heal. Okay, many people will try and sabotage you, but it will always backfire because love is the highest vibration of all. Hashtag Jess Puckett, one of my favorite readers. Go and check her out when you can. Jess Puckett. But she says that on her channel. Love is the highest vibration of all. And love can outshine any evil, any wrongdoings, any evil eye, whatever the case is. It's not a tit for tat game. If you find that people are trying to, you know, come up against you, they're trying to sabotage you. I said it in my previous video, be 10 steps ahead. Focus on yourself, shift your energy. Don't stoop to their levels. That's what keeps that toxic energy alive and ongoing. You know, so you will always outsmart your enemies just by pouring into yourself, pouring into your creativities, connecting with people that are as high vibration as you, connecting with people that respect you, that love you, that nurture you. It's about you knowing your worth and not trying to appease others who do not see your worth, not trying to pour into connections that are one-sided. You know, yes, again, you're going to connect with people that unfortunately become very obsessed with you, because you have that type of energy whereby a lot of people can become extremely obsessed with you to the point where they want to control you. They want to control your energy, who gets to access your energy. You know, they may want to control your energy for their own uses. They want to siphon your energy. They want to embody your energy. Some people may want to be you also, and you could get partners that become very engrossed by your energy. They could start accusing you of doing things that you haven't done, because they may not have encountered an energy like yourself. They may feel to themselves, how can someone be so pure, you know? And none of us are 100%, you know, pure. Like, we all have our light and we all have our shadow selves, but you radiate a lot of love, and you can actually unfortunately trigger individuals who are not healed to feel like, especially if you're dating them, right? How can someone be so nice to me? How can someone love me? How can someone really want the best for me? And some of these individuals may feel like there's a catch, and they may try and catch you out, and they may try and push boundaries with you, meaning that they may start mistreating you to see how deep is your love. How much do you love me? And this can go deep and deep and deep until you end up in a toxic relationship, an emotionally abusive relationship, because it's almost as if they are punishing you for loving them, because they can't love themselves. They can't see their worth. And because you see the heart of them and their worth, they want to destroy you for it. So unfortunately, you may have encountered individuals like this, and it's because of them not feeling deserving of someone like you. But you are deserving of the very best, you know. And you may not be where you want to be now, but one thing is for sure, wherever you go, the right people will gravitate towards you. Yes, you could get the wrong people gravitating towards you, be very jealous of you, trying to isolate you, trying to be third parties in your situation, trying to trigger you, because they feel like you are on your high horse and they need to drag you down. They need to humble you, because they need to prove that you're not all that, to prop themselves up. But even if they stoop to those underhanded means, they will never be you. They will never be you. It's designed to break you down, to make you feel less than, to make you, in some cases, have to rework all the work that you did to build yourself back up, to build yourself into the confident, amazing, magical you. And Spirit is saying this is ongoing. You can't go back to where you used to be. You have to continue to grow. You have to continue to heal. And the only way you can grow is by continuing to heal. It's by continuing to do the inner work, looking at your insecurities, looking at your triggers, mastering yourself, right? Once you master yourself, no one can have any control or master over you, or mastery over you. Okay, you are a mirror to a lot of people. Every time they try and project negativity, you just keep projecting back love, pouring into yourself and giving love, being of love, because you are the embodiment of love. You could be of the signs Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North, South Node, or Lilith. Or you may find that people of those signs, also let's throw in Aquarius there because we've got the Fool card, may act this way towards you. Remember, you are of love, you are magical, you are amazing. And even if people act as if you are insignificant, trust me, they see the beauty within you.